Alright, welcome back to the Navhimz channel. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Carson project, More Chaos. Carson is back with More Chaos, a follow-up to his third studio album, A Great Chaos, which I think was a decent album, honestly. I was never really into the Opium dudes, like I was never really listening to their music, other than Carti obviously, because everyone listens to Carti anyway. But I decided to give Carson's a spin, and honestly, I liked a lot of it. I think he wasn't doing too much, especially with the production and the way he was delivering, and it was just like the standard for rage rap, if that makes any sense. Anyways, he's back with More Chaos, and I think this one was pretty decent, despite the lengthy number of tracks. I mean, there are 21 tracks. I'm looking at it right now. There are 21 tracks on this album, so 3 more than A Great Chaos. But anyways, I think it started off strong. The track Lord of Chaos, oh my god, this track is insane. The intro is like what is caressing my auditory tunnels right now. I think this intro was a really strong start. I think it's better than Green Room because of this aggressive approach from Ken. I thought this was gonna be my favorite track, the opener, but there are more tracks that were low-key better than Lord of Chaos. I loved how aggressive Ken was more in this project compared to A Great Chaos. I low-key expected that. I mean, the title is More Chaos, so we gotta expect more chaos than A Great Chaos. I mean, the intro of Lord of Chaos, it sounds like an alarm was going off. It felt so good listening to it, honestly. And the 808 cheek fondling made it even better. Let's move on to the second track that I also liked, Exposed. Ken again, another aggressive approach by Ken here that I also liked. He's really consistent with his aggressive approach. He really wants to slap that More Chaos title in front of our faces. I never really thought that I was gonna be into the bassy aggressive production of the Carson projects, but I really liked it, man. The aggressiveness was just okay. It was consistent. It wasn't doing too much. It wasn't overly caressing or underly caressing my ear. It was just chef's kiss. It was just okay. Alright, next track we have Trap Jump, and Trap Jump is back at it again with that explosive instrumental. This one sounds more all over in your face, so I'm not gonna lie, especially with those police sirens in the background, and also the ha-has, the ha-ha I'm letting off rounds, ha-ha I'm letting off rounds, and then the police sirens are in the back. I know More Chaos is the title of the album, but this part of the track really represents the chaos of it, and it's just representing that there are more chaos, and it just sounds great. Black Rockstar again with the crazy production from Filthy, Warpstar, and other more. Black Rockstar starts off with this laid back sort of flow from the first verse. What the F, does some 808s, yeah, better duck, step back, fade away, I'm shooting up. And then we have the hook, I'm a black rock star. And then it just keeps repeating, and then it gives us this insane beat switch that it was just like crazy. This new beat was more enhanced, and man, and it just makes you headbop more. Like the first part was already enough for me to call the track great, but that beat switch, the second part, man, this is part of my favorite track of the album. It literally got me doing this tank face. And then the verse from the second part, Ken is more upfront with his verse, a bit more aggressive with his delivery in a way compared to the other one. Karabeshi, kill something, Novocaine, I don't feel nothing, got out your feelings, get in your bag, I dropped the ceilings, I made him mad. Next up we have Live Leak. This track sounds like Black Rockstar. Remember the Black Rockstar beat switch that we just talked about? That beat switch sounds like the whole instrumental of Live Leak, but with another instrumental. Like beat switches after beat switches on this album, it's crazy. And it got me doing another stank face. Like holy, Ken was on his back. I think this has the potential to age well and the potential to be better than A Great Chaos, honestly. And we have Diamonds. I'm not the biggest fan of rage music being offbeat with the rapping, but maybe it'll grow on me. It was still decent though. I think the instrumental was carrying. And we have this track called Thanks. It was basically just Ken thanking the people around him, and it gave us this approach of a jolly delivery, which I kind of find a little funny. Now the track 2000, talking about his birth year here. The 808s are getting their cheeks fondled once more because of how much they're in our ears, but it was still a decent track. Filthy, Sam Green, and Drew Cash in the production. Man, I like it so much. I didn't know I was gonna mess with Ken's music like this. I was born in 2000, came from public housing, racks on racks, I got the money piling. Bro, you gon' break, you ain't gon' keep it solid. Throw rocks out his hand, he gon' go tweet about it. And then the next track is called Evolution, and holy man, this was much more enhanced than 2000, but it's still good. I like how consistent Ken is with the production here, so that's a good thing. And then the last track, track 21, Goal. Man, the hunting instrumental, the hunting production in the track leaves you having another stank face, honestly. I love it. The Pierre production, I'm not even surprised that he stepped up here because that's usual for Pierre. So this was a pretty good ending. I think it was only right to put Pierre in this album since we have Filthy as well. Such a great track. Anyways, that's about that. I might dive into more projects from the Opium guys other than Carti. Anyways, that's it. Let me know if you're super content like this. Drop a like, sub, comment, see ya.